Hey, what's up, guys? We have okay. Let's start that over. Welcome back for another review. We got The Blade Itself by Joe Ackerbrem, and I just want to say very fast that this book was great. Not very fast. Try again. Acker, the fuck's his name? His name's a weird name. What's up, guys? We're gonna talk about The Blade Itself by Joe Ackerbrami. What's up, guys? We have The Blade Itself by Joe Abercrombie. Now, this book was pretty special. I enjoyed this book so much so that I went out and bought the second book. Before they're hanged. Right after I read this one, I usually take a little break if I'm doing like a trilogy. I don't really like not wasting, but putting too much time into a trilogy. But this book was so great that I had to go find out what happens in the next one. You got the three POVs. We have Logan, we have Glockter, and we have a character named Giselle. And these three characters are some of the unique characters I've read before. I mean, you have Logan, which he's like this northern Viking type guy. He's out there and he has a past. He's been through a lot of battles, a lot of scars on him. The very first page, he's like stuck on a hill with a monster on a cliff, hanging onto a branch with a monster or some kind of demon at its leg, and he has to make a choice of, do I jump or do I try to climb? Then you have Glocker. He's like this war. There used to be this big swordsman guy, big army dude, and then something happened to him where his entire body has been destroyed. He's got has a bum leg, really bad leg. He's been tortured. Everything hurts. The way Joe writes him, you feel every step this guy takes with his cane, and it's pain. He's like missing teeth. So this guy's been through a lot. I like how in the very beginning you don't know what happened, and you want to know like what happened, like how did he get to this point where everything is missing and he's just in so much pain. But he has found a new calling in his life, and that is getting confessions out of people any means necessary, and he's very good at it. His character, I think he's one of my favorite characters in this entire series, just because he's very witty, very smart, and he thinks he's like kind of like a chess match type person, and he's not afraid to get his hands dirty. I feel like he actually enjoys it. For all the pain that's been put on him, he feels like it's my turn to be put on them. And so really good there. I think the weakest one is Giselle. He's kind of like this playboy type character, very young in the army, and he's a swordsman. He's learned to different swords, how to fight and duel. And I kind of his character is okay. I'm hoping that his character builds a little bit more in the second book, more likable maybe. I'm not sure, but I think he's one of the weakest ones, but not too bad that you don't care what's happening. Like some POVs you don't really care of, like at least if there's three, there's like one you don't really want to read. But in this series, they're both all three are really good to read. But I think he's one of if I had to pick the weakest one, he would be the one. And the only gripe I have about this, there's not a lot of world building, which is fine with me. But some readers might want a world building, and there's other writers that do it best. Like Brandon Sanderson is like king at it, but his characters don't develop it for another 800 pages. And as the opposite with Joe here, he does it in maybe 100 pages. You're already invested. You're already gonna like this book. You're gonna enjoy it. It's grim, dark, but not as bad as some other books where it's just like I feel like some of these other writers go for shock value. But with Joe here, it's grim, but it's not so much. Oh, only in the first book. It might get worse in the second or third book, but I'm only talking about the first book. It's very safe. I feel it's very for all types of readers to go out and read. Some people they hear grim dark and like, oh no, there's some scenes. Some writers go really crazy on some of these scenes, and I think Joe keeps it PG-13. No, I don't. Yeah, I would say PG-13 on his scenes. No rated R or nothing above that. And so, the book itself is a 4.8 out of 5. Really great story. The way they come together at the end, the cliffhanger, how it just pushes you into the next book. I think it was fun. Go out and buy it. Hit that like, hit that sub, and wait out for the next review. I am going to be reading, you know, Before They're Hanged. I'm gonna try to get in. I'm gonna wait on the third book for sure because I got to read The Hunger of the Gods, and then I got to read The Fury of the Gods that comes out at the end of the month. So my TBR for October is already set. I got the Before They're Hanged, I got The Hunger of the Gods, and then got The Fury of the Gods, and that should put me into to November, and then we'll go from there. So thanks for watching. Hit that like, hit that sub. I'll catch you guys later.